Welcome back, guys. This is episode number 16 of To Take It or Leave It, a podcast to help you change the way you look at things, end your mental suffering, and give you some motivation and inspiration to live your best life. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Val Poirier, and I'm your host. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. Today's topic is how to find the positive in every situation. In life, there are lots of negative things that happen. That's life. These happen to everyone. How you choose to look at it, though, will determine the experience you have. Is it going to be a positive experience or a negative one? The beauty is that you get to choose. How do you view life? Do you view it as life is happening for you or happening to you? Life happening to you is taking on a victim mindset. So instead of worrying and complaining, take action instead to take control of your life. This is when life is happening for you. I want to get something straight first. I'm not saying you should ignore negative situations. Not at all. Actually, quite the opposite. What I'm saying is that it's possible to reframe a negative situation to find something positive out of it. What can you learn from the situation? What can you improve on so that next time this doesn't happen, or maybe something much worse? What can you take away that will help you grow? Try really hard to look for the positive in the negative situation. A great question to ask yourself is, what is the universe trying to teach me? I have some good examples of this from my life. After my divorce, even though it was the worst thing that had happened in my life, I found a way to find the positive in it. I did a lot of reflecting about what went right and what went wrong in my marriage. Even though I realized I couldn't change what happened, I also realized the areas where I could grow, communication being the biggest one. I decided that learning what a healthy relationship looked like would benefit me immensely in a future relationship, which was something I knew I wanted. I figured the more I knew about healthy relationships, the better the chance that it would be successful the next time it happened. It gave me a chance to start over and pay attention to what I was doing this time. During that same time, I was quite unhappy as a person, so I took that under my control as well. I stopped focusing on having other people make me happy, and I started doing it myself. I started focusing and appreciating all the good things in my life, doing things that I really enjoyed, and spending time with people who I felt good around. Lots of focus and a mindset shift can do wonders for you. Maybe you lost your job. What are some ways that you could find the positive in that experience? Maybe it wasn't the right fit for you, or something better shows up. Or maybe there are some things you could have done differently to have shown up better as an employee. If you're honest with yourself, would you say you were showing up fully? Or maybe an employee quits on you. Now, generally, employees don't leave jobs, they leave bosses. I can think back to some jobs I've left before, and some have been due to my boss. Ask yourself what you could do differently next time to make someone want to stay. Were their needs getting met at work as well as yours? What else comes up for you? Another way to look at the bad things happening in life is to pay attention. The universe will send you signs on where you need to grow next and will make your life miserable if you continue to ignore and resist them. The worst thing you can do is bury your head in the sand and ignore it. The same situation will come into your life until you grow from it onto the next area where growth is required for you. one thing that comes to mind in this area is when somebody struggles with emotional eating. What can happen is they can gain a lot of weight, and then their body starts to break down on them and they start to have physical issues, and the physical issues might start out small, but then they might get bigger, and then they might turn into cancer. And all of it stems from the root cause of not dealing with the emotional issue. And so life will continue to throw these negative situations at the person, and until the person is ready to actually look for what is trying to be taught in that situation, it will keep happening. When something negative in life happens, it's important to let yourself feel the pain instead of pointing the finger at something or someone else to blame. Blaming gives your power and opportunity away. This is the victim mindset again. Instead, take control of your destiny. Approach life with the attitude that no matter what happens, you're gonna win. Once you accept that you can control very little of what happens in your life, it's easier to accept what does happen and just roll with the punches. Usually, when something bad happens, people attach a negative emotion to it, like anger or blame, because that's what they're used to doing, and then their energy drops. But you can control how you show up to situations with practice. Think about it. You have no control over the situation, so acceptance seems logical. Instead of getting mad and letting that ruin your day or week, try acceptance and finding the good from it. If you look, you will be able to find an area of growth for yourself. Anger won't change anything, but it will steal joy from your life. When you start practicing finding the positive in a negative situation, it's not going to come easy at first. And it's really important to just keep at it, keep practicing it, and really focus on finding the positive instead of focusing on avoiding the negative. Because you want to make sure that your focus is on what you want in your life, not what you don't want in your life. And when you focus on negative situations, by having the negative emotions and negative situations, you're just attracting more of that in your life. So let's get it changed over to positivity, and you will find that there is more positivity in your life the more positive that you can be. In your life, what negative situation are you experiencing, and how can you find something positive in it? Change your focus to the positive in these situations, and your life will transform. That's it for today, guys. Please share this podcast with someone you know and help share my message. Remember to love yourself first. You know yourself better than anyone else, and be confident that you will make the right decisions for how to live your best life. If you're looking for more motivation to achieve your goals in life, join my Facebook group. You can find it in my profile on Instagram at ValCPoirier. ValCPoirier. Also, tag me in your stories with my podcast and what you think or what you're doing while you're listening to it, and I'll share it right back in mine. You are worthy and you are beautiful, and I truly appreciate you all. Keep reaching for your goals, guys. You got this. See you next time.